because the orc archers are here to defend. And also, look at this, okay? Oh my god, he's gonna lose it, man. Okay, that's kinda unlucky. He wasn't paying attention with those goblin warriors. I mean, the rubble will be remaining on the field. That again will mean that it's gonna rebuild itself over time. But losing that wasn't necessary, definitely. And he only lost that because he was kinda sloppy with those goblin warriors. But that's the first game of the day. And May looking again very strong as Ahwehawe is creeping the warplayer at the right side of the map. Alright, pressuring nicely actually. Adapting his game style always to his opponent, so not playing like he did in the round of 16 and also not in the quarterfinals, which makes it obviously for Ahwehawe really hard to predict, as he will be forced to use his war chance ability defensively. And normally, you know, with this many goblins we can expect goblins putting pressure, but that's the other way around in this game, number 1. We have so far 450 command points available for MayShadowFax. He indeed didn't lose a single slaughterhouse just yet all game long. He has nearly 3 power points collected for 50 against 450 and the same amount of power points collected for the goblin player Ahwehawe, who should be able to defend this tunnel here. He was also able to defend this tunnel, but this is gonna be very low and he needs to pay attention to not lose it any soon. Creep will be interrupted here, which is pretty nice, so MayShadowFax should be easily able to grab this creep, which is gonna make the creeping things 1-1, as Ahwehawe was already able to secure this creep on the right side for himself. Okay, we have now some goblin archers joining the fight. Again, the rubble is gonna rebuild over time. Transition into the troll cage, there we go, and the famous trolls from MayShadowFax are gonna join the battlefield soon. Oh, he's actually going for the upgrade level too. Okay, I mean that's new. Because normally he was always making some of these mountain trolls and not only one. He made like 5, 6 against Sauron and against King Mustafa in his matches in the first rounds of the tournament. Creep secured by MayShadowFax, the treasure in the bag, I hope he's gonna take it. He should be able to get it because the orcs, they will be able to take down this work there. 1v1 situation again should be always in favor of the goblins. But the poison blades are on cooldown. I mean, there is some backup anyway. But the pressure is real, boys. I mean, he's trying to pressure a bit, but because of this 3 orc pits, he actually being able to keep up, you know, his side of the map safe, while being able to pressure his opponent in a 3 versus 4 situation. 3 orc pits against 4 goblin caves. 5 power points collected now by Ahwehawe, and we have almost 5 power points collected for MayShadowFax as well. 550 command points against 600 command points, so you can't have more even game. But we know, I guess, in my opinion at least, Mordor should have a better time in the mid to late game, especially because I think he's gonna save for the industry. And so far, Ahwe wasn't able to go for a big push. And again, not a single slaughterhouse has been taken down so far from MayShadowFax. That is impressive. But Ahwe also now doing a great job expanding. I mean, here's a tunnel here, multiple tunnels at the left side. The trolls are still remaining on the field while the works are gone. And I think he's gonna try to group his army now and go for a push. He has some goblins here and some here. But you need to always keep some units at your side as well, because, you know, MayShadowFax is playing not defensively at all. And that's what I like about this gameplay here with the Mordor faction, that he actually plays super aggressively, unlike all the other Mordor players we see. They're always trying, most of the time at least, you know, to keep themselves alive in the early rough game from Mordor. But MayShadowFax is teaching us a different gameplay, which is impressive. Master Excelsior, welcome. Beautiful. Okay, boys, so we have a Drama Troll on the field. That's gonna influence the fights also a lot, as we know. And he actually gets some more Drama Trolls on the field. We have seen him already making some attack trolls, by the way. And would be amazing to see that also here. The visual is finally coming up for Ahwehawe though. So I'm assuming, you know, Half Troll Swordsman not gonna be probably his choice. He should be going for the upgrade into the Cave Trolls, potentially. Mordor only less than 1 power point away from getting Industry unlocked. That's gonna be a huge power spike for Mordor, as we know. Boosts his eco. Might lose the first slaughterhouse in the game. 8 power points collected for Ahwehawe, 725 command points against 650. I mean, yeah, Ahwe is slightly ahead, but also it makes him more vulnerable, if this makes sense. The more tunnels you have, the more targets are there for the Mordor player, right? So you can potentially take them down easily And yeah, one slaughterhouse has been finally taken down. But you see that, right? The industry already used on this one, which has the protection of the troll cage and the orc pit, so you can only attack it from this side or from this side. This is all about to hit level... Nah, actually both are level 2 just now. Drama Troll, roar abilities on cooldown, giving leadership, and the fact that Ahwehawe didn't go for them cave belts means he can't negate the leadership, right? And Moro actually being successfully able to push back. Another slaughterhouse will be taken down here, which is really good for the goblin player, but the most important slaughterhouse will be that one, and I don't see Ahwehawe being able to take it down any soon. Okay, and he indeed actually has to defend himself. Yeah, I take it back, he makes some those half-troll pikemen and half-troll swordsmen. And yeah, MayShadowFax is making more drama trolls. I think you wanna abuse the roar ability kinda, right? Maybe that's the reason, because I'm kinda surprised. I was expecting some mountain trolls instead though. Link's only bad on Eternmars in my opinion. Okay, so I think he's gonna go for the Links. There we go. He summons them offensively. But look at this, the drama troll with his belly taking them down. Oh, he's gonna commit to this slaughterhouse with the industry buff on it. Will he be able to take it down? But he's taking so much damage, and the Links, they didn't do anything just yet. Drama troll is gonna keep knocking them down, by the way, as we know. And yeah, if he doesn't take it down, and he is not gonna take it down, that's a waste of 10 power points. And what a great defense here from the Moro player, MayShadowFax, ladies and gentlemen. That is actually pretty dope, because not only he was able to protect himself so nicely that he didn't lose anything, but also he doesn't need to be worried about such a push anymore. And Spiderlings have a long cooldown. Normally when you use them, you actually have to take down like 2, maybe even 3 slaughterhouses, or at least deal some damage to the units, and both were not the case in this very current situation here, which is so great for the Moro player MayShadowFax. And now we're gonna get finally some of these mountain trolls on the field. They should be easily able to deal with those half-troll swordsmen. And during all this time he also puts counter pressure. Look, the positioning here, they have leadership, and again, Ahwehawe doesn't have his cave beds available, and he's not gonna get them any soon, since he invested all his power points into the spider allies. Mordor OP, I see in the chat. And welcome the drama troll link counter. Yeah, definitely. And what a great performance again. And MayShadowFax, man, this guy makes me proud, by the way. And I'm really hyped about his gameplay, not, because I'm taking any sides, but also, the main reason is Mordor, right? Mordor in a tournament, making it that far, and this game #1. Holy moly, this is looking so great for MayShadowFax. 925 command points, boys. 925. He has such a great resource income, right? He can go at any point for the Fell Beast, and we know Goblin's gonna struggle. And he doesn't have that many Goblin archers, so that means the Fell Beast doesn't need to be scared of anything right now from Ahwehawe. Almost full CP against 750. I mean, he doesn't have any Barrow expansion, so all the CP he's getting from those tunnels. But you can see the map is turning more and more blue. Just take a look into the minimap, guys. So Mordor actually dominating this mid game, and that's the power of the Mordor faction. If you survive early, you're gonna be a monster in the mid to late game. And Goblins are struggling a lot. Yeah, I mean, Ahwehawe told me that he doesn't have enough practice against Mordor, but he was ready and able to play today. So I'm assuming he was potentially playing some Goblins Mordor matches today. But again, MayShadowFax is not playing like a normal Mordor player. He's always making something different, which makes it really hard to predict for the opponent. Azog is on the field, almost level 3. And look, this overwhelming army here from MayShadowFax, boys. That's so beautiful. I like it. Okay. The slaughterhouse should be protected here. And attacking now from the bottom right side. 3 goblin caves. Fissure still only level 1, so he doesn't get any of these cave trolls on the field any soon. With a fight here around this area. Yeah, he's actually trying to defend himself, but that's the worst case scenario, right? I mean, you can't be in a worse scenario than this with the goblins against Mordor. Normally you want to be the one who puts pressure, who is going for the harassment, and that's almost impossible at this current stage of the game #1. And Moro getting such a big resource income, 10 power points collected, spamming those mountain trolls, and I think he went for the Fell Beast, because, he was just investing a big amount of money into something, and I'm assuming he had around 3,000, right? So Fell Beast gonna join, That's gonna make it impossible almost here. I mean, he has now some Goblin Archers, but really important also for the Goblin player Ahwehawe. The second you see the Felbeast coming, you need to split them. As the Felbeast is dealing a lot of splash damage, and he can, you know, kill every single Goblin Archer of yours if you don't split them in time. 12 power points collected, boys. Troll is gonna be taken down here against those half-troll pikemen. Okay, 875 now. Against 600. He was even forced to make this expansion here. And yeah, I mean, I think the game is gonna change totally once the Felbeast is on the field, right? Even though those half-troll pikemen are actually killing now the second troll here from MayShadowFax. My voice, sorry guys. Alright. Isn't Mordor one of the better factions? Apparently not, because many people, trust me, not like one or two, like the majority of the people in Rise of the Witch King were always moaning about Mordor. That's why I'm so happy when Mordor makes it actually to the... Oh, it's not even a Felbeast, guys, come on! You thought it's gonna be a Felbeast? You fool! It's a Witch King! Can I get an exclamation mark redeem Witch King in the chat for that, please? We need a Witch King sound now in the background, guys. Do it for me, please. It's a Witch King. He's so rich, like richer rich. Hey, Butter my nigga, welcome to the stream. Nuggets Imp saying redeem Witch King. You need to say Witch King. No, try it, you know, type it out. Okay, Wildman. Wildman, I think it's not gonna be very effective. Um, 700 CP now for the Goblin player against 775. I mean, guys, the game is not over yet, but look at this Witch King, right? I redeemed. Okay, I don't know, maybe something doesn't work. I'm gonna check it after this game, by the way. No Flow, thank you for the message. Alright, so we have an attack coming here from the top left side, and the Witch King has to return here. He has the debuff, the strongest debuff in the game, by the way. That's much more effective than Cave Bats. And I feel like you heard it. Okay, my bad then. I didn't hear because I didn't have headset again. I'm sorry. Alright, Spiders and Fiesta. Fiesta here, Wildman and Spiders at the same time. So he better deal some damage here. I mean, this should be the target, I guess, from Ahwehawe. Try to take down this level 3 slaughterhouse here. He was able to take down this one in the middle, though. That's really important. He might be able to finish it off. That would be actually great if he can do that. And actually, Ahwehawe is kind of pushing back. Yes, the Witch King is gonna be very hard to deal with, but he doesn't need to take him down right now, right? He can actually try to deny the money Mordor is aiming for, and he indeed will be able to take down the level 3 slaughterhouse with the industry buff on it, right? That's amazing. He might even be able to take down the troll. Nah, okay. Troll cage is safe, but only for now, boys. Only for now, okay? 600 command points, chat. That's crazy! He was just around 1000 like a minute ago, and you could have assumed that Witch King would make it even harder for the Goblin player, but apparently not. But, you know, I think in order to deal with the Witch King, he needs to make so many of these Goblin Archers, guys. So many of them. But regardless what's gonna happen in this series, regardless what is gonna happen in this game, I'm a big fan of MayShadowFax Mordor, boys. Witch King almost level 4. Screech will be unlocked with level 6. He was able to save the troll cage, but he lost all his highly leveled slaughterhouses. That's why he's so behind now. He went for the worm. I missed the worm kinda, the damage he was able to deal. 14 power points almost collected for MayShadowFax. The troll here will be potentially taken down from those Goblin Archers. On the other side, we have 9 power points collected. 500 CP only though for the Goblin player. And yeah, I mean, just look at the minimap. Yes, May is now being able to actually regain the map control he had a couple of minutes ago. There is a tunnel and a builder from... Now this build is from MayShadowFax, by the way. So you can just take it down. There are no units inside of that. And that's what I mean. How we want to deal with this Witch King, boys. How the hell is he supposed to deal with the Witch King with like 2-3 battalions of Goblin Archers? That's not gonna be enough. I mean, this is not a regular Felbeast, by the way. it's gonna be harder to take him down. And they are just scared, you see that? They are not even shooting. He doesn't even have the screech. You know how it is, right? No man can kill him. The builder from Ahwehawe has been just taken down as well. We have a barricade ready for the mortar player, so you can just use it here maybe. Look, his money. You can even go for the second Fell Beast now, I mean for the first Fell Beast. Azok is back in the business, level 5. Barricade will be used around this area. The tunnel is gonna be taken down. Witch King is just doing his things. Almost full CP under control, by the way. You know, he's making a great use of the CP he has available, right? Almost command points kept. I mean, to be honest, most of the units are orcs, but still. He also lost one of these orc pits during the push. 825 now. Witch King is almost level 5. The debuff is crazy. I think with the debuff around, you could... Yeah, it's GG, my bro. True. And MayShadowFax, ladies and gentlemen, gets the Witch King out on the field in the game number 1 and wins against his opponent Ahwehawe. But this is the best of 5 series. We are not done yet. I think that's the last structure, right? Yeah, Ahwehawe has been defeated. And we're gonna jump right into the game number 2, boys. Beautiful. The game number 2 on the map Jungles of Farharad after a great start into the best of 5 series is all about to begin, boys. Mordor against Goblins. We had Witch King, guys, and when was the last time we have seen Witch King? I didn't see Witch King, I guess, in the version 8.3 at all, pretty much. Alright, but Jungles is bigger map, and bigger maps, as we know, are favoring the Goblin faction, right? On the bot side, we have the red Goblin player Ahwehawe, who is being 1-0 behind, and his opponent is not one mortar player, but for me, he's the mortar player, the blue mortar player MayShadowFax. Using Eye of Sauron again, scouting those tunnels. So let's see if it's gonna be again 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave here from the Goblin player Ahwehawe. And yeah, no, it's gonna be a fissure start. Will he be able to see that though? He doesn't see it quite yet, but he should be moving the eye. Did he see it? No, he didn't see it just yet. I mean, the eye is still remaining on the field. So he has time, I guess. He's gonna be able to see that now. Okay, he saw it. Pretty nice. He actually gonna start the same way like he did in the previous game. So 2 slaughterhouses into 2 orcs. Best of 5? Yes, Barking, it's best of 5. Your stream shanks are like football matches for people who like it. For me. I'm happy that you enjoy that. That's the whole premise of me, you know, doing that. I enjoyed it as well, guys. To talk to you and cast those games and host tournaments for the community. I enjoy it a lot. He's not going for the upgrade, he's gonna go for the half-troll swordsman. I don't know. Guys, what do you think about that? 2 tunnels into the fissure half-troll swordsman. So what do you guys think how effective this is gonna be? I mean, you know, now he needs to deal with 2 orc pits at the same time. Look, half-trolls aren't a complete troll. Should be eye, hand and leg. And yeah, MayShadowFax, I think he's the biggest fan of the trolls. Okay. There is a tunnel here from Ahwehawe though at the top left side, so he can go for an attack potentially, and we know those half-troll swordsmen are quite strong, but I would still say that sending them out one by one is not gonna be as effective as you might think and want. But we're gonna figure out, because so far MayShadow is actually using his buff orcs capturing those signal fires, which is really important against goblins or against dwarves, because you want to see those sneaky little tunnels and you want to increase your reaction time. The slaughterhouse is gonna be definitely taken down, and that's already a better start for Ahwehawe than the previous game. Okay, he's now going for the Goblin Cave as he's making one of these half-troll pikemen, so I'm assuming he can go for the creep at the bottom left side. He can creep the troll with him, or the Warg layer, so he has a lot of possibilities, but he needs to also make sure to defend this upcoming attack. Half-troll swordsmen are still remaining, by the way. They are quite tanky, as we know, and they are all about hit level 2. That's gonna unlock the charge attack, just like with the Guardians from the Dwarf faction, and he doesn't even need to use it. They are so strong. He might even be able. Never mind, archers are coming now. Okay, 2 battalions archers should be more than enough to defend this attack. Okay, now he's looking for the tunnels, but there are no tunnels around, because on a map like this, again, it's good for the goblins. Why? Easy, because you can expand so nicely in the sides, and Mordo is gonna look forever to find your tunnels. I mean, it's gonna be helpful, obviously, with those two signal fires. He will be able to see a lot, but not this area, right? So he needs to send some units afterwards, because Ahwe can just expand there. Okay, going for the bottom left troll. So far, didn't lose any tunnels just yet. 400 CP against 350 CP, because Mordo lost one of his starting slaughterhouses. Now being able to see that tunnel, he needs some melee units, and the orcs are coming. Nice defense here. Should be able to defend that without losing this tunnel, because half-troll swordmen are coming now. The second goblin cave is coming up at the same time. And does Shanks even breath? I don't need, you know? I'm briefing so much before the stream, so I have enough. I have enough, you know, for the entire series. And by the way, Solas, if you are available, my friend, we can pick you up next game, because my headset should be charged enough by then, I'm assuming. If you are able to, if you wanna join the co-commentary, of course. It's impressive, thanks, Matties. Yeah, Gum. Of course, like Luffy, you know what I'm saying? Pick up Solas. Yeah, we're gonna. If he's available, if he wants to, he can always join. So he's going now for the creep here in the middle, on the right side. We have some more goblins coming and some more half-troll swordsmen. But even though the early pressure was great, you know, MayShadowFax had much worse starts in this tournament so far, boys. Much worse than that. So losing one slaughterhouse for me is nothing. Because remember what happened in the games against King Mustafa and against Sauron, you know? They were able to kill almost every single slaughterhouse at the beginning, and he still ended up winning most of the games. Roll Kish is coming up. Strange jungles isn't banned. Yeah, because players, they have only one ban each in this best of 5. Unlike in the best of 3, in which every single player had the chance to ban out 2 maps, you know? And MayShadowFax decided to ban out the map Westfold. Instead, the jungles. Okay, so orcs are coming. Again, I think he should be easily able to defend this attack. They have some goblin warriors here and half-troll swordsmen here. The builder from MayShadowFax has been just taken down. That's great for Ahwehawe. This orc pit is gonna be taken down as well. Is the war chant ability available? Yes, it is, and he can also go for the cave bats if he wants to. But I think the best thing what happened in the previous game was not even the Witch King. I think it was the defense from May against the Spiderlings with the Drama Trolls. And I think that's the greatest counter of all time, dude. Did you guys see that? How the Drama Trolls were smashing those units on the ground. Oh, well, he should be able to save this tunnel, right? Yeah. It's almost level 2, would be a shame to lose that like that. One of these orc pits has been taken down, but he has still 2 left, so not a big deal. Not going for the upgrade this time. So, mountain trolls to begin with. And I think it's gonna be difficult now for Ahwehawe to do those attacks with only swordsmen and goblin warriors, when there are some mountain trolls ready to defend. And he actually needs to do something about those signal fires as well, because with them, May is able to see so much. Creeping now, there's a tower coming up for Ahwehawe. Okay, interesting. Half-troll pikemen, goblin warriors, only 2 goblin caves still. We have 425 CP now for Mordo player MayShadowFax. 5 power points collected, that means he's only 5 power points, even a bit less away. And yeah, look at this damage from those goblin archers. Warchan was used, by the way. Eye of Sauron will be used for defensive purposes. That should be the perfect opportunity, but I'm assuming he's actually saving for the spiders again. The slaughterhouse has been just demolished here. The troll was able to eat one of these orcs, that's why he's so healthy. But there are still some goblin archers in the back. He should be able to... Oh, nice hit, yeah. I mean, you don't want to be clumped like this against a troll, by the way. And also smart move from May. Oh, look, what's happening? Oh my goodness, why would you do that? No, did you guys see that? He was running into this tiny pathway with his goblin archers, dude. Are you kidding me? Oh no, he had such an advantage. Just stay there, do nothing else. Oh my goodness, no way that happened. Oh no, that's like so bad. He could have dealt so much more damage. Oh no, that's really unlucky, I guess. I mean, I think he was just right-clicking the troll, and the units in Battle for Middle-earth games are stupid, right? So they don't know the best pathway, but he's gonna be able to take down this level 2 slaughterhouse. I mean, that attack was still successful, guys, don't get me wrong. But he could have done so much better, I guess, right? He's gonna even... Will he take down this orc pit as well? Yeah, he will. No more orc pits, only the troll cage, so he needs to replace them as soon as possible, and that's gonna be the case. This tunnel will be taken down. Nice defense during all this time. This tunnel is gonna be taken down though. It's not a big deal, right? So keeping this one alive is super important, and this one. We have 450 CP now for the model player MayShadowFax. Has decent amount of resources, so should be good to go. Can actually still expand. There is a tunnel here, you know, hidden at the bottom left side. 650 and spiders. Oh, spiders are fighting against trolls. I don't know about that. I mean, the spiders in both games actually are questionable. Why would you fight against them when they knock you down all the time? Even if you take them down, is this really worth it? I don't think it is, right? Will he be able to eat an orc here? No. Okay, that would be amazing if he can just save it. But I guess all those spiderlings did were able to protect this tower, I guess, right? And take down one of these mountain trolls. So nothing too crazy, but he keeps pressuring. I like to see that. I mean, that's probably the worst map here for MayShadowFax. Again, this is the biggest map in the map pool, alongside with Westwold. And Westwold is banned, so Jungles was technically the biggest map pool we could have, you know, see in this best of 5 series. The first game was on the map Plains of Lindon. We have still 3 more maps left, just in case we're gonna go all the way to game number 5. But that might be the opportunity here for the Goblin player to go for the tiebreaker game. I mean, to make the score even first, and then go for the tiebreaker game. Alright. Yeah, half-troll swordsmen are strong, but not strong enough to deal with a mountain troll. I mean, this is our actual troll, right? They are only half-trolls. More mountain trolls are coming. 3 orc pits up on the fields now again for the model player MayShadowFax. 800 command points, boys. May still winning. Yeah, I mean, 800 CP against 500. He's doing a great job defending. And we have seen already that he can win the games, you know, by having lower CP than his opponents. And we have seen what could happen. Oh, this game is lagging now. It's freezing. It's freezing. Oh, okay, I was scared for a second, boys. Sorry. We have seen what he can do. If he has like 4 mountain trolls, he can always go for the base of the goblin player, right? And take it down. But so far, he's actually forced to be at his own side of the map. Luckily, while defending, he's not losing too much. I mean, he keeps losing some of these orc pits and slaughterhouses, but he keeps his units alive. And this tower and this tunnel will be taken down here. But take a look into the minimap. Ahwehawe was able to expand quite nicely in the meantime. Here's a tunnel here which is going to rebuild over time, potentially. There's a tunnel here. No transition into the... he's going for the upgrade finally now. That means we're gonna get to see some cave troll action here from Ahwehawe. And the thing is, I mean, he has some orc archers, right? He was using industry on this level 1 because he lost all his level 2 slaughterhouses so far during the last push. Okay, now pushing back, this tunnel is gonna be taken down as well. That's a great army. We get so many actually of these. You see that? So many goblin archers are joining the fight. Cave trolls, now, there we go. 650 CP for May, 750. He's making it even again. And May is a guy who knows how to play from behind, guys. If this makes sense. Merhaba, Alperen, welcome. Fire drakes are good against trolls. But they are so expensive, right? They're so expensive. They cost 1500 each. And no heroes, by the way, guys, for any single player. Why did he stop the push? I mean, he, you know, pushes slowly. He takes down those tunnels one by one. I mean, but he doesn't destroy the rubble. That might be a mistake or not. Because this is gonna potentially rebuild over time pretty soon. We have now Azog joining the fight for Ahwehawe. We have 5 power points, 700 CP now for MayShadowFax. Warchant, Eye of Sauron and Industry, which is being used on this slaughterhouse. Troll Cage level 2 into the Drama Trolls. On the other side, we have Warchant, Spiderlings, and almost 6 power points collected. So, I mean, May is 5 power points ahead, and he was able to make this command points raise also even so far. And has a strong army. I mean, with these trolls around, those structures, they're gonna get destroyed very fast. We know that. And I think the next Spider Link won't be as effective as the first one. Really important to mention, the first one was also not effective. He's actually pinging that, yeah. That's what I meant, you see that? It's rebuilding over time because he didn't destroy the rubble. That's pinging that, guys. Okay, the troll, one of them is gonna be taken down. The cave troll is so low. Will potentially die as well to the orc archers. Yes, that's gonna be the case. He can't really approach, but double buff here, by the way. Warchan plus I, buff stack. Azog fighting against the troll. This troll is gonna die. Or just run if you can. He's gonna die now, unfortunately. Azog is being the target. Azog is tanky enough to tank the damage, I guess, while the goblin archers, they can take them down easily. We have a fight happening around this area, and this tunnel is gonna be taken down even though the troll is around. He was able to get out from this tunnel though, which is kinda sloppy from May to not take it down. That's gonna cause him to lose 2 of these, one at least. I think this is gonna go down for sure, yeah. This is down. He will be... He's not killing them. I think they're gonna kill it. Oh, nice RotWK ability, making them run away. Another tunnel has been built here. And because May was not killing those 3 goblins, he's gonna lose this almost level 2 slaughterhouse for free. Oh, that's a mistake. That's a really big mistake. He's gonna lose this one as well, by the way. Oh no. Okay. I mean, the game is turning around pretty much every single minute. Ah, he was able to save this one. Okay, I take it. This tunnel is gonna be taken down. He's not gonna come out here. That would be a suicide, I guess. Cave beds are taken down from those goblin archers. Azog is running for his life and will be able to enter the tunnel. Double fissure. Double, one is level 2, one is level 1. Into goblin caves. 825 for Mordo, by the way, still, boys. 825 CP. And look his money again. He's so rich. Ah, this is great for Ahwehawe, as he was able to take down this slaughterhouse. The only one level 2, I guess, he had, right? Yeah, that was pretty much it. And but the thing is, he's not getting that much money. Look how many slaughterhouses he was just building for his CP. Look, I don't have space zoom, by the way. But you can see still 5-6 slaughterhouses in this one area of the camera, right? Okay, spiders. Barricade is ready for the mortar player, which is gonna be used defensively. 3000 almost. We have 900 CP. Did he go for the banners, really? Who went for the banners? There's a level 3 tunnel, so Goblin player needs to keep him alive. The spiders were actually, again, not very effective, and indeed I can't see them on the field anymore. Oh, be careful here. I mean, cave trolls and also mountain trolls, they are able to heal up over time when they are level 2, but unlike the mountain trolls, if you have a really low cave troll like this, you can't just eat the orc, right? So mountain trolls, they have much more sustain. I feel like the cave trolls are situationally a bit more useful because of the fear and pick up the goblin kind of thing, right? But sustain wise, mountain trolls are definitely better. Okay, Wildman on top of the archers. The spiderlings were able to take down this troll. The drama troll is gonna be the next target of them. The RotWK ability is on cooldown. Should just fight, you know. Azog is also here, by the way. He's so small I can't see him sometimes. Did he use Warchant on them as well? Yes, he did. Okay, yes, he did. That's gonna be nice because there is no defense right now, right? Beside the barricade. So whenever they're gonna kill or attack those structures, he's gonna steal money from his opponent. But the map is still looking great for the modern player MayShadowFax, boys. Still looking very great. 800 CP. Felbeast coming. Yeah, I think so as well. I mean, he invested some money. He doesn't have money anymore, so it has to be a Felbeast. It definitely has to be. But definitely not Witch King this time. The Felbeast is already here. Camule is joining the fight, as Crazy Old Man was predicting it. We have some units here. 3 orc beds, or all 3 are so far level 1. But yeah, Ahwe was able to get some map control back. Again, you know, most of the command points from May were actually coming from this area in which he had like 6-7 slaughterhouses, which are good for CP, but really bad for money income, right? And I feel like even though the fact that Ahwehawe was behind at some certain point in terms of CP, he was pretty much always ahead in terms of money income because of the placements of his tunnels. So he's getting almost really full value of these, right? And he has obviously 2 level 3 tunnels, that's really important. Doesn't build any of those expansions to get more CP, doesn't really need it all game long. I mean, Felbeast is gonna do a great job, but look his health already, boys. There are some Goblin Archers here still, so he needs to be careful with this Felbeast. Because he has, I think, enough, and we have already seen that yesterday when Solas was playing against MayShadowFax. They were practicing this for May. When you have a lot of those Goblin Archers, you can actually take down this Felbeast quite fast. With the poison arrows, you can actually at least force him back, right? So he can't defend as he wants to. What I would like to see a bit more here from Ahwehawe is a bit more interaction with the map, right? So far I see like he's obviously using those tunnels to attack, and pretty much only from this area, right? And still, both those signal fires are under control from MayShadowFax. I mean, he doesn't care too much, I guess, at this point. But yeah. Special guest, welcome. In Limbo, welcome to the stream. Rambo for 1589, welcome. Felbeast is regenerating. Still needs some time to be full health. I mean, Mordor is kind of forced now to defend, and that's like the perfect chance for Ahwehawe to make some defensive structures, you know, to back off always when the fight goes wrong. Has now some units in the front line to tank the damage. They're quite tanky, those half-troll swordsmen as we know, half-troll pikemen as we know. Yeah, I mean, he keeps pretty much making those units. Felbeast now has to do something about it. There is a tower, he can always put those Goblin Archers inside of it, right? In the worst case, can also upgrade that with the fire arrow upgrade. The thing is, he doesn't have any, you know, enough units to deal damage to the structures, beside the Felbeast and those couple of orcs. So let's see how the commitment is gonna be here to this tower. Felbeast is quite nicely, almost full health. That's pretty nice. I think Felbeast is gonna deal a decent amount of damage here. Focus him down. Poison arrows. Still on cooldown for a while, but the damage, you see that, right? It's decent. Roar ability will be used. Doesn't affect the goblins inside the tower, obviously. And again, he's forced back. There is Core Kill the Goblin King, by the way. Oh, nice. From Ahwehawe. Level 2. And that's so efficient against the Felbeast, because you get the Skull Totem, which is gonna give you fear resistant. So fighting here does mean that you won't get affected from the screech of the Felbeast. We have now Azog back in the business, level 4. Great Battle Rage is gonna be available. We have Arrow Volley was actually used here from the Mordor player to protect the barricade. 575 now for May. Using Eye, fully committing to that fight. We have Worm being summoned. Yeah. Oh, nice. Getting the Troll Cage. The Troll Cage is gone now. The tower is still under attack, but there is enough protection, I guess. Gorkill is also leveling up. Even though I can see him right now. He is... Where is he? Is he dead or something? He's so small. I mean, the heroes from the goblins are so small, you know. They are really hard to see. Tower is still up, by the way. And this Skull Totem is doing a great job. As long as the units are around that. Or, you know, inside the field, pretty much. But, you know, May is kind of forced to defend himself exclusively. He has still 650 command points, because this area was pretty much not touched from Ahwehawe all game long. And look, there is a level 3 slaughterhouse, man. That's pretty scary if you ask me. There is a level 3? What? How is this possible, boys? That there is a level 3 so far away from the fortress. And that's how you want to play against those factions like goblins and dwarves, I guess. Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna always attack your, you know, around your fortress, and if you expand elsewhere, you can get away. And indeed, he was able to get the slaughterhouse to level 3. It's unfortunately gonna be taken down now, as I guess he finally realizes that Mordor has to get some money from somewhere. Tower is gonna be potentially taken down here. Oh, one more hit? No, not even close. Unfortunate for MayShadowFax. 500 CP, but has barely any units around, right? There's actually no units around anymore. A builder and a Felbeast, that's pretty much it. But he fights until the end. I think some giants might be needed or some more cave trolls in order to take down the fortress. Again, the fell base is super low. Has to be very careful. The builder from MayShadowFax has been taken down around this area. He's gonna also lose those slaughterhouses in the middle. And yeah, now everything is kind of going down as spider allies will be summoned as well. I think that might be the end of the game number 2, which is kind of great. We're gonna have an even serious 1-1. And the first tiebreaker is gonna be for the game number 3. I mean, I've seen May coming back from many situations, but I think this is gonna be almost impossible to come back from this one, you know what I'm saying? Alex shall not welcome, dude. I'm glad I'm not casting this Fiesta, said Solas. Look at these towers here. 300 CP now, after losing every slaughterhouse, I mean almost every. There is one left here in the middle. And now the commitment to the fortress. He has enough, he has, you know, a lot of... Rambo, thank you for the follow, I guess. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Hey, Aussie, welcome. Well played, GG's, and the score is gonna be even. We're gonna jump right into the first tiebreaker in the best of 5. Alright, the first tiebreaker game. The game number 3 will be played on the map Etan Morris. So far, we have a quite exciting series going on. Yes, some people could call it a fiesta, but for me the games were super even. And yeah, I mean, I'm really impressed from both players, from Ahwehawe because he's normally playing BFME2, and from MayShadowFax, who is also not normally a 1v1 player in Rise of the Witch King, right? He's normally playing 4v4s, and then signing up for this tournament with the Moro faction, and making it that far, and he has the chance to get to the finals. The second semifinals of this tournament is gonna be played between Imperialist against Sea Knight. It's gonna be Engmar against Dwarves. Sorry, Engmar against Elves. This Saturday. If Ahwe win, we will replace him with DJ Premier. No, this is gonna be a meme forever, I guess. Alright, 2 tunnels into the Goblin Cave, which makes sense on a small map like this. And we have 2 slaughterhouses into 2 orc pits once again from MayShadowFax. That's what he's, you know, pretty much doing now all the games against the goblins from Ahwehawe. Alright, a 3rd tunnel is coming up in the backside of the base. And the first goblin warrior is gonna join the fight a bit sooner than those orcs. So he will have the pressure. He might be able to go for offensive move, which is most likely gonna happen. Why? Because on this map we don't have any war clears, right? In this map we have only goblins here and at the bottom side. And then we have white creeps here protecting those 2 inns in this map. And then the 2 troll creeps at the side lanes here. At the bottom right and top left, pretty much. Okay, the second Goblin Cave is coming up. So, early on it's gonna be definitely goblins against orcs. We have seen this already in the game number 1 on the map Plains of Lindon. Actually, May was able to play that, you know, massacre game. This macro game really amazing, which make him, you know, made him to win the game number 1. Revolution is welcome. Talos, welcome. Bryden, welcome. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, how are you doing today, by the way? Revolutionist. I mean, we have so many ists in the game, right? Revolutionist, Imperialist. Like, crazy people. Okay. Orc archers here. For defensive purposes. Taking some damage from the fortress. I think... Will he commit to that with the war chant? That's the question. And by the way, this game, MayShadowFax didn't use the Eye of Sauron to scout. Unlike all the games before. Okay, using aggressive stance, no poison blades though. He's gonna use the poison blades now, and nah, he didn't use war chant, okay. Would be sad if he would use it here. I think he can still take it down maybe. Because respawn time was crazy and still they are not able to attack. That's kinda unlucky if you use it, if you lose it right now. Because at the same time he's being pressured also around this slaughterhouse, right? And he might... he will be able to save it. Oh, that was really close. With the Warchant, he would have definitely taken it down. This one is also gonna get protected. In the meantime, he's sending one orc each side, right? One here and one here. Looking for those possible tunnels from the goblin player Ahwehawe. So far, no one was able to damage his opponent, but both players are holding their buffs. Eye of Sauron is still available, and so is the Warchant from Ahwehawe. I think that's gonna be the first time he's gonna use it on those 4 goblin warrior battalions. Not trying to sneak any tunnels just yet. I mean, we have seen him already using tunnels here at the river in the matches against DJ Premier when he was against the dwarves. I like the attempt here from MayShadowFax. Again, he's not playing super defensively. He's always keeping the pressure up and trying to punish his opponent for the aggressive game style. But because of that push with the Warchant, he will be definitely able to take down one of these starting slaughterhouses. Now the question is gonna be, is the Mordor player gonna be able to take down any of those tunnels? And I don't think so, because there are enough units now from Ahwehawe to defend this. And I think this is also gonna go down now. So 2 slaughterhouses with this push, which is pretty nice. He was again able to save this one. The game is freezing from time to time, which is kind of unfortunate for the players. But the troll cage is coming up regardless. And yeah, not the best start for the Mordor player, but again, he was always having a bad start, and then that's the impressive part about MayShadowFax. He was always and exclusively, even the games he was losing, he was able to reach to the mid game and come back from the rough early game of Mordor by having a great micro with those mountain trolls. There is a tunnel here from Ahwehawe, so he can potentially keep up the pressure. Oh! I'm so fit right now. Okay.
Kravas Emlajacum tipped $5. What a generous pirate, 1 stream to host them all.
Kravas coming in clutch with the $5, 1 stream to host them all. Thank you so much for the donation, my friend. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. Oh, he was actually... Oh, this is freezing, guys. The game is absolutely freezing now. Now it continues, kinda, but the lag is kinda annoying, right? I mean, it was never laggy like this in all the games before. Both players restart PC after the game. Yeah, I mean, that would be, I think, the ideal situation, but I don't think we're gonna be able to finish off this game like this. He was able to defend this tunnel. He was able to defend this tunnel as well. That's really important. And this one is also protected. Now he's actually getting units out from this tunnel and taking down one of these slaughterhouses again from MayShadowFax. And using now this sneaky pathway to get into the backline and potentially be able to take down one of the most important slaughterhouses from MayShadowFax again. Okay, ShadowFax is not in position. He has a lot of orc archers, but they won't be in time. And yes, this slaughter... Oh, maybe... Okay, what? What? That's kind of interesting. He's not committing to that and just suiciding to the fortress anyway. Wasn't sure to attack, which one to attack. I think he has problems now, which makes sense because it's so laggy. Okay, now coming through the middle. The builder has to be careful here from MayShadowFax, by the way, but he's paying attention. We have 5 power points almost collected, 450 for MayShadowFax. The first mountain troll is gonna be joining the fight soon, as he is able to take down this tunnel here. That means no more reinforcements gonna be able to follow up. But this slaughterhouse should be taken down, I guess. Warchant is still not available, and he's gonna go for the Warchant for defensive purposes, but I think he's gonna still lose that slaughterhouse here. Okay, that's actually so good for Ahwehawe. It's like a win-win situation. He forced his opponent to use the buff, which again will mean that he won't be having the power points he needs for the industry. I think which is gonna be definitely necessary after having such a bad start into the game, right? But also he was still able to take down the slaughterhouse. So the Warchant on those archers didn't have any impact here for MayShadowFax. In my opinion, at least. Maybe you guys think different. But yeah, 5 power points now for Ahwehawe, so 500 CP. Luckily, he's a bit ahead in terms of power points than the Goblin player. But we have now some Spiderlings coming here from the level 1 Spider Pit. 500 CP, 500 CP. So in terms of command points, it's quite even. Nice protection here. He was able to save this 2 slaughterhouses pretty much all the time. They're all about to hit level 2, both of them. Same here with the tunnels, obviously, from Ahwehawe. This one This one not very quiet yet, but this one in the back. And this one as well. Are all about to hit level 2. Okay. Now Warchan was used on those spiderlings, and that's a big push incoming, man. That's a big push incoming. Will he be able? I mean, those two slaughterhouses are both damaged, boys. So he needs to play now very careful and very defensively and try at all costs to keep those two slaughterhouses alive. Because if he loses those two, he's gonna get so behind in terms of CP. Because he's getting from these two slaughterhouses alone 150 of his command points, right? And same here for the Goblin player, but Goblin player is actually being in a safe spot. Because, again, all the units here are being used, pretty much all of them, for defensive purposes. But having a great defense with those archers, the trolls. He's gonna eat one of these orcs, I guess, right? There we go. Should be eating at least one of them. Committing now to the fight. Taking damage here. Oh, the buff is gone. The damage is gonna be reduced, obviously. Will it be enough? The poison arrows were not used. The poison damage is not gonna kick in, and he will be able to save this mountain troll as more of them are coming. And that's a great defense here. Without buff. I mean, without the Warchan, but he was still using... Bruh, this too was dead. This, I mean, I think he's talking about the mountain trolls. But MayShadowFax again has a great micro with them. We have 500 CP, 775 CP for Ahwehawe. Again, no expansions to give to get any command points from. 10 power points collected almost. So he's gonna go for the spiders maybe. But I would not like to see that though. Because now, I mean, maybe you can use it when the trolls are not close to this area. So you can possibly deal some damage with the spiderlings, right? But I think that would be pretty much the only reason, if I'm not mistaken, guys. What do you think? Because when the trolls are around for defense, they... Yeah, that's... I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I might be wrong. And then it's gonna depend also on the situation. I think if he takes down these two, it's totally worth it. But if he, so far, what happened in the last game and in the game number 1, the spider allies, they were not very impactful. So let's see. The whites are getting creeped here from the Moro player. I mean, this is not gonna work. The white is still around. The tunnel has been taken down. Is he gonna use it here though? Is he gonna use it? He has the vision. No, he. Oh, never mind. He didn't even pick it. He went for the cave pads. Okay, I take it back. Oh, the builder here from Ahwehawe. He's running for his life. He's gonna get away potentially. He's faster than orcs. Yeah, and luckily the lag stopped now. So no more lags. This level 2 mountain troll has been taken down though. Still only 2 spider pits. I mean 2 goblin caves and 1 spider pit. Mordo is getting back into the game. 500 CP, building a tower here to protect this area. Has enough units now, making a great use of the current CP he has. Industry being used on this slaughterhouse in the back. And 575, I mean, the gap is not that big anymore in terms of CP. And no transition so far. Oh, okay. Nice paying attention. Nice getting away here. Oh, never mind. As he wanted to grab the orc to eat, it was too late. Okay, committing now with Eye of Sauron, and cave pads are around them though. So cave pads are nullifying the leadership. So Eye of Sauron does do nothing here for the Mordor player, right? Just debuff them, and that's being the case. So that's the power of the debuff here. I think that's also one of these situations in which... Yeah, we're gonna fix it next game if possible. I think they have really troubles right now playing this game. So I think restarting the game, or restarting maybe their PC after this game, would be the way to go. And hope that this is gonna be fixed. I mean, even though it doesn't seem laggy anymore like it was like 2 minutes ago, right? 10 power points collected now by Ahwehawe. Gonna go for the Waltzman. Okay. What do you think about that, guys? Is Waltzman worth it? Can I get a gifted sub? But you are already a sub, dude, in this channel. Okay. Oh, really? Yeah, maybe on this one. Yeah, maybe it could be worth it. I mean, to use it on those neutral creeps here, because the whites and the troll creeps are still remaining on the field. Okay, he's gonna use Wildman anyway. 675. There are no trolls. There is only one, so this is not gonna be enough. He's going for the second troll cage, really? Okay, so you wanna keep spamming those trolls, I guess. Just why not? Because he's actually playing really greatly with them. And yeah, the Wildman, not very successful summon here. The troll has to disengage from those spiderlings, by the way, running for his life. And there are no orcs to eat just yet, but orcs are coming here, so he should be good to go. Builder, he's paying attention, should be able to protect. Committing to the troll cage, level 1, but he has a level 2 in the back. So he's pretty much sacrificing now 500 resources for this structure, right? So he can keep the enemy busy, maybe that's what he was aiming for. If yes, that works. Troll was able to get in safety, now being half health again after eating one of these orcs. Drama Troll is joining the fight. 725 CP for Ahwehawe. 5 power points collected after Warchant, Cave Bats and Wildman. Then we have 675 command points for Mordor. Industry still on this level 3 slaughterhouse here. There is almost a level 3 also in between the structures. There's a tower here for protection. 725 now. Has 7 power points collected almost after Warchan, Eye and Industry. Okay, this slaughterhouse is gonna be taken down though. There is one more here. He should be easily able to take down, as he destroyed also this one here. I mean, I think for Mordor it's gonna be really important to keep these slaughterhouses alive, right? This one in the back just turned level 2. Level 3, those are the most important structures to keep alive, alongside with the troll cage level 2. And yeah, he keeps making more trolls, pretty much. Okay, now he needs to be careful with those trolls. Now he needs to be careful with them. Oh, but roar ability is available. Bam, there we go, that's what I was talking about. Nice. Such an impact in this fight. Scaring off the enemy units. Making them run away. Eating an orc, heal up, beautiful. Eye of Sauron is unnecessary here, by the way, because Drama Troll is giving you already leadership, right? So you don't need to use Eye of Sauron. Doesn't stack, by the way. 725. 775. Game is super even, but again, Mordor being in a situation in which he's playing super defensively. But that doesn't mean anything, because then he can push for he can go for a big push with multiple trolls, with multiple units, right? Hey, Roots Devil, welcome to the stream. Alright, this tunnel is gonna be taken down. A lot of units here, by the way. Yeah, that's gonna be a huge push. Yeah. Drama Trolls, Mountain Trolls in the back. A lot of Orc Archers to take down those Goblin Warriors, right? And he never made any of these Cave Trolls, which is kinda necessary, I guess. I mean, it's too late now, because even if he had 1 or 2, they would just die here. To those Orcs, Orc Archers, I mean. And yeah, the one push, everything is turning blue. Everything, the entire map is turning blue within 30 seconds. That's amazing. Traffic, welcome. Gangita, welcome. Mustafa, welcome to the stream. Tia, welcome to the stream. Wendy, welcome. It's the lag. Got used to your gameplay style. It's the lag. So, I mean, it was laggy, to be honest, right? So if they want, we can just go back to GRs, or we can at least, you know, restart the Game Ranger and hope that this is gonna fix something. I mean, the first 2 games are fine, right? And this game was actually super laggy, I agree with that, but... Alright, Worm, just to support the push, dealing massive damage to the structures. The Fissure is gonna be taken down next. And he's gonna just demolish the fortress, and May will have advantage once again. He was leading 1-0, Abe was able to make the score even, and now May is pushing for his advantage, and he's only 1 win away from getting to the finals. But yeah, game number 4, if Abe gonna win this, we're gonna have the final game on the map Forts of Eisen. If, however, May wins that one, He's gonna be in the finals and will be ready to face either against Sea Knight or against Imperialist. Again, this match is gonna be happening this Saturday evening. At the top side, we have the red goblin player Ahwehawe and his opponent, the blue Mordor player MayShadowFax. The best Mordor I have seen in a long time. I remember Zirael though, because Zirael, guys, if you remember him, he was also playing with Mordor in the World Championship. He was actually, even though he lost the group stage, if I'm not mistaken, no, he went through the group stage and lost the first round in the round of 16, but he was also a very aggressive Mordor player. And since then, since like 2019, it's the first time I see Mordor dominating a tournament, you know, potentially going to the finals, potentially winning the tournament. And I'm actually quite excited because I'm also assuming that May is gonna be in the World Championship as well with the Mordor faction. Okay, so we're gonna have the same start here from MayShadowFax once again, by the way, boys. 2 slaughterhouses into 2 orc pits. So pretty much all the time the same. This time we have 2 tunnels, Goblin Cave, the 3rd tunnel, trying to go forward. I mean, I think on a map like this, what you could potentially do with the goblins, you can go for the fissure start, go for the half-troll pikeman and creep this troll, right? And then you might be using your second builder and go and creep this one as well. I mean, it's easier said than done, I know, but I think if it works, you're gonna get so much money and the control of those signal fires is gonna be helpful as well. Chamako, welcome. Azogorn, welcome. Okay. So boys, the second Goblin Cave is coming up, so it's gonna be goblins against orcs, pretty much, the first couple of minutes. Having vision of that one is gonna be helpful, obviously. Mordor is going for a push. We know May is not playing defensively. He doesn't like to camp and be in jail for the first 10 minutes. He's more like a prison break guy, you know, he's like putting pressure, offense is the best defense guy. He didn't pick anything just yet. I mean, normally in the first 2 games at least, he was always picking eye and scouting, right? But he doesn't do that anymore, because he is now kind of able to read Ahwehawe like a book. 400 CP, 350 CP. And the third orc pit is coming up. Really important to mention are also the positions of those orc pits, as he's using every single one of them to protect kinda this 3 slaughterhouses he has up on the field, right? Spider pit is coming up. Okay, so this time we have a transition. 2 goblin caves into the spider pit. Okay, that's already something different. Creeping at the top left side, but is Mordor player gonna be able to see that? Yes, he does. Could potentially... Oh, never mind, he's not even trying to. Okay, he could have maybe done it. And look at this, orcs are beating the goblins with the Eye of Sauron. And you also get 50% increased combat experience, right? And you can actually get level 2 almost after killing this one battalion, I guess. Okay. Oh, this tunnel is gonna be taken down here. Oh, that's pretty nice from MayShadowFax. Pretty good, I like it. Creep secured by Ahwehawe, that's gonna help him out a bit. If he doesn't lose much more than he already did. And we have some orcs are still remaining here, by the way. And more are coming. More are coming. As Gimli would say, let them come. He lost the tunnel? Yes, he lost the tunnel. He lost this tunnel here. To the 2 orcs, Solas. And yeah, but the pressure is real, you know. I mean, he made the transition from the 2 goblin caves into the spider pit. And he was busy creeping this work layer, right? He could have defended that potentially. He even lost the fight here, orcs against goblins, because of the Eye of Sauron. And he is still holding his war chant. That's the only positive thing here for the goblin player. That means he can use it offensively now. A lot of goblin warriors, archers and spiderlings. This push better pays off, boys. Mordor is creeping at the left side. He was not able to get this creep just yet. And he will have a buff advantage. That's the only good thing. And yeah, he has decent amount of units here, waiting for more. The second Spiderling battalion is gonna join as well. Mordor has units here though, in the middle, and also here, and the troll cage is already up on the field. That's crazy. Always, I mean, always a troll cage. You know what would be amazing? You know what would be awesome, guys? To see some Moomer kills, don't you agree? Moomer kills. It would be amazing. Okay, Warchan was used. Using the mobility of those spiderlings to actually pressure a bit. I mean, you gotta love Mordo for the possibilities this faction offers you actually when you're playing with that, right? You don't have any with any other faction this many possibilities when you think about it. You have crazy amount of heroes. You have 2 Velbys, a Witch King, you have Gothmog, you know. You have trolls, attack trolls, drama trolls. You have Mumma kills, you have Haradrims, Haradrim Lancers, Haradrim Archers. You have so many different units. Black Riders from the Siegeworks level 3. So answer pretty much for everything what your opponent offers. Gets on the table. Okay, I was expecting the push to be a bit more successful. He wasn't able to destroy this LotR house here, which is unfortunate. But he was able to destroy one of the starting 3. He might still be able to get that one. Potentially. But the fortress is protecting that nicely. And yeah, he has a lot of units, you know, he's using for defensive purpose. I think that kinda turned like the situation. Oh, the builder from Ahwehawe. Builder, run for your life, my friend. He's gonna get away. I think it's gonna be kind of the same situation like in the previous game, right? In which May was defending, and then going for a big counter push. With trolls, mountain trolls, drama trolls, goblins, I mean, orcs, orc archers, and enough units to deal incredible amount of damage to everything, both production and also resource buildings. Spider Pit level 2. Okay, that's the first time we see that of today. We're gonna see some of these Spider Riders joining the fight soon, boys. Big Black Orcs, true. You are also right. Black Orcs are pretty strong. DJ died for this? Yeah. Oh, the game is freezing now again. Oh no. I mean, this game is looking so great right now. I mean, I would even say there was not a single game in this series so far which was looking that great for MayShadowFax than this one. I would still hope that Ahwehawe can do it, and we might potentially see the game number 5. But if it continues like this, for me, it looks like May will be in the grand finals, ready to face either against Imperialist with the Angmar faction, or against Sea Knight with the Elven faction. And yeah, Sea Knight, I keep saying it, sorry Smoky, was able to win against Mr. Smoky in the very first round with the Elves against the same matchup, because Mr. Smok was also playing with the Angmar faction. So Sea Knight has enough experience winning in this matchup against a really great player like Mr. Smok is. And so that means Imperialist has to watch out. I mean, we had so many great games in this tournament so far. You know, the greatest one was definitely MayShadowFax against Sauron. That was a great series, right? Then we had Imperialist against Eternal yesterday. Was also a great series. Me and Solas were casting that together. Even though it was 3-1 at the end of the day. But we have seen Dwarves against Angmar. Really great. Really nice. Sea Knight against Camille was great. Dwarves against Elves was really fun to watch. Spider Riders are here. The game was not over yet, by the way, boys, you know? Spider Riders are gonna trample them down, potentially. Drama Troll is scary, though. Oh, nice one. Poison arrows. Will he be able to take him down? That's really important. You wanna take him down as soon as you can. Oh, Poison. Poison is kicking in. Just kill him now. He's one hit, pretty much. I think he's gonna die to the poison anyway, right? The cave bats are negating the leadership anyway, so it's not a big deal. But just take a look into the map control. You have 725 CP for the model player. He has almost industry already. We have on the other side 550 command points only for the goblin player. He went for the cave bats and Warchan, 2 power points collected afterwards. So he's not only behind in terms of power points, but also in terms of command points. Industry is unlocked and was immediately used on this level 2 slaughterhouse. That means the money from the model player is gonna be great in Gucci, boys. I think he can do whatever he does right now. He can keep spamming. I mean, he has right now 3 orc pits going for the double cage, roll cage here, by the way. and Haradrim Palace at the same time. So he will have in total 6 production buildings. He can afford it. With 800 CP and industry, you can afford many stuff. But maybe it would be a better and safer choice if you get some heroes on the field instead. Ahwehawe should have left 5 minutes so bad. Yeah, I mean, you know, if the game is laggy and you are not able to play, then you need to let me know the first 5 minutes maybe, you know? I mean, saying now after 15 minutes of gameplay, oh, this game was laggy, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that, you know? The Troll Cage new meta. Yeah, he can afford it, you know, Revolutionist, that's the thing. He has money. Troll Cage level 2, you're gonna keep making dramas here, mounting trolls here. Going for the Easterlings as well. Like, he can get almost any single type of units here on the field, by the way. Any of them. Yeah. Getting more spider riders. They can also be a great choice because you can always switch the weapon to the bow, right? And then you can shoot them from a distance. With the poison arrows, you can also deal damage over time. And you are faster. You have the mobility advantage, so you can do the hit and run play. And try, you know, it sounds kind of ironic to say that to a Goblin player against a Mordor player, but try to stall, try to buy some time. Even though I would say the time is not gonna be in your favor when you're playing Goblins against Mordor. But that's all he can do now. All he can do is just hit and run, pretty much, right? Because in an all-out fight right now, there is no way Mordor player MayShadowFax would ever lose. He would never lose the fight. Never. He has such a big advantage. And May, holy moly, guys. I mean, this is a great Mordor performance we are seeing here. It kinda sounds rough, Matty. I'm really sorry for that. No, I mean, because he actually replaces Matty's Mirix, right? No, Mr. Smok is replacing Matty's Mirix. Okay, so yeah, Mr. Smok is replacing Matty's Mirix, was replacing it. Actually, MayShadowFax is replacing Stormcrow, who was also signing up with the Mordor faction. I'm actually happy about that, because this guy is giving us some great Mordor show here. Mordor was always unfair even in movies. Yeah, I mean, Mordor was the evil, right? Evil is always powerful up until the end. And then they are not powerful anymore. Against the power of friendship and power of fellowship, no one can stand. 925 CP, 500 CP. Command points kept is the Goblin player Ahwehawe in the potentially last game of the series. He needs to pull off a magic trick. He needs to make like the shenanigan 2.0 happening in this series now to come back from this situation. I would be happy to see a game number 5. But I just think it's gonna be very difficult. Nearly impossible. Because you are against Mordor, it's not like I cannot tell you you're gonna outscale this faction and the time is gonna be in your favor, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Mordor has almost full CP, boys, and plenty of those mountain trolls, drama trolls, everything that Mordor kinda offers beside the heroes are already on the field. Has an incredible amount of map control. So in order to win this game, I feel like the Goblin player has to win so many battles, you know? Like, he needs to kinda invest 10 minutes only clearing those slaughterhouses around the middle area before he can make it to this side. He has also 10 power points now though. He can go for the Spider Allies maybe. He might be forced to use it defensively even. But ideally you should try to use it offensively and try to take down this level 3, level 2 slaughterhouses if you can. He's gonna go for the Wildman. I don't know how effective this is gonna be. Losing this tunnel in the back, losing this tunnel in the front. He's being attacked from every single side. Wildman offensively into the war chant, so he's gonna fully commit to this level 3 slaughterhouse. But MayShadowFax is gonna say like, and now what? Do you think you can win the game after that? I don't think so, my friend. He might still deal a decent amount of damage if he can protect, but look the money from Mordor, boys. He has enough for the Fairbeats, man. He can even save for the Witch King now, right? Witch King costs 5,000, so he will have the money he needs, pretty much. Tainted Land, just fully committing. Orcs everywhere. and feels like Blackgate to me. You know, when Aragorn was attacking mid Blackgate, and you think like okay, they're almost done, but then more waves of units are coming. You guys remember, right, chat? You guys remember the first time when you were playing Battle for Middle-earth 1 campaign, the good campaign, when you finally made it to the Blackgate? Do you remember that? And you had like a giant big army, right, with level 10 units all over the place, all your heroes level 10, but you still end up almost losing all the army you got because Mordor was sending units all over the place. We didn't saw the movies. I'm not talking about the movies, dude. Yeah, unfortunate. I'm kinda sad though, because I would like to see a game number 5, but still congratulations to Ahwehawe, by the way, boys. He's a Battle for Middle-earth 2 player. And if he keeps practicing in the Rise of the Witch King for a while, guys, right? He will be a monster in the World Championship. By the way, before we end the stream of today, we have a date now for the World Championship, boys. We have a date. So, the World Championship 2020 is gonna start the first week, between the last week of July and the first week of August. So that means in the next couple of days, until this Sunday, we're gonna open the signups in Discord/game replays. We're gonna see in the next couple of weeks how many people we're gonna have for the possible player size, player list, right? Then figure out what's gonna be the best format. So the signups are gonna be pretty much an empty space without any close informations, right? So just to see how many people would be interested to play in this World Championship. And then after collecting the players, and the signups will have an opening date and a closing date. So the first one signing up will be the first one in the tournament, pretty much. So share it with your friends, share it with everyone you know. You will just keep, you know, yourself in Discord, keep an eye on Discord, because the announcement is gonna be made very soon, guys, for the World Championship. Pretty nice. And even though Ahwehawe lost the tournament, still congratulations. Making it so far into the semifinals as a Battle for Middle-earth 2 player is impressive. But more impressive for me in this tournament is definitely MayShadowFax. Can't wait to see his final performance in the finals against either Angmar from Imperialist or against the Elves from Sea Knight. And guys, if you're watching that over at Twitch right now, please make sure to follow the channel for more tournament action, Rise of the Witch King content, BFME content in general in the future. And if you're watching it over at YouTube, please leave a like on this video. Likes are actually so important for the YouTube algorithm, guys, so it doesn't cost you anything, it costs you a second. Leave a like on those damn videos, dude, come on. And subscribe for more content like this. Beautiful.